This is Madrigal's Magic Key to Spanish, Lección 2. El Doctor. Category 6. You can convert many words, English words that end in ist, to Spanish words by adding the letter A to them. The pianist, el pianista. El pianista, un artista, el dentista. Category 7. You can convert many English words that end in OUS into Spanish words by changing the OUS to oso. Famous, famoso. Curioso, generoso, delicioso, glorioso, famoso, ambicioso. Category 8. If a word ends in tion in English, you can convert it into Spanish simply by changing the T to C. The action. La acción. I'm having a hard time with these today. La generación. Una invitación. Let's see if I can do la civilización. Got it. Words to remember. El programa, the program. Paciente, patient. El roast beef, the roast beef. Interesante, interesting. El biftec, the beefsteak. Muy, very. En, in. Mi, my. En mi opinión, in my opinion. Conversation. ¿Es popular el pianista? Sí, el pianista es popular. Oh, look. I decided to do that one. ¿Es curioso el novelista? Sí, el novelista es muy curioso. Oh, page 16. I don't want to read all of these. I'll read the top one. ¿Es excepcional el artista? Sí, el artista es excepcional. Sentence forming exercise. For practice, combine the words in the columns below in different ways to form as many sentences as you can. Just be sure to use words from each of the 3 columns in every sentence you form. Exercise in translation. Translate the following sentences into Spanish. Write out each sentence in Spanish using the columns above as a guide. After you have written out the sentences, check with the correct translation below this exercise. There are the correct translations. In Spanish, we have both masculine and feminine words. Masculine words take the articles el, the, or un, a, or an. Examples. El doctor, the doctor. Un doctor, a doctor. El actor, the actor. Un actor, an actor. El dentista, the dentist. Un dentista, a dentist. El cable, the cable. Un cable, a cable. El animal, the animal. Un animal, an animal. The feminine articles are la, the, and una, a, an. Spanish words that end in ion are feminine and consequently take the feminine articles la and una. Examples. La conversación, the conversation. Una conversación, a conversation. La opinión, the opinion. Una opinión, an opinion. La celebración, the celebration. Una celebración, a celebration. Category 8. Remember that if a word ends in tion in Spanish, change the T to C and presto, you have a Spanish word. The nation, la nación. La means the, una means a and. La información, una invitación. We don't really use a lot of these other ones. Una composición. Una acción. But if a word ends in SION in English, it ends in SIO acento in Spanish also. But don't forget that you never have a double S in Spanish. La confusión, una decisión, la confesión. Notice that words which end in ION are feminine. The accent indicates only that the accented letter should be stressed. Notice that the final O of every ION word has an accent. Category 6. Add the letter A to words that end in IST in Spanish. The dentist, el dentista, el artista, la lista, el dentista, el turista. Category 7. Change OUS to oso. Delicioso, famoso, misterioso, generoso, curioso, delicioso, nervioso. Nervous. Page 20, Category 8, change TION to CION. In general, words which end in ION in English also end in ION in Spanish. There's about 1 million of these. La combinación, la diversión, la acción. I'm going to go down these lists. It might be easier. La atención. No more. La conjugación. You'll learn that one later. La creación. La decisión. La descripción. La dirección. La diversión. La emoción. La expresión. This whole long list on page 21, we're going to stop at la instrucción, because I don't think it's very helpful just to go through word after word unless you need it. Ocupación, that's a good one. Opinión. La profesión. La sección, section. La versión, version. La visión, vision. Turn over the reminder card that you filled out in Lesson 1. Copy the material that is shown on the sample below onto your first card. Each time you look at your card, try to make up several words in each of the 8 categories. Reminder card 2. We have el dentista, el pianista, delicioso, famoso, la invitación, la conversación, la nación, la acción, la discusión.